Temptation here is to use a log because you get variables in the exponent position, but the problem is a log doesn't distribute. If you take a log of the left side, it's not log of this plus log of this plus log of this, because there's no distributive property of exponents. You can't take a log of each individual piece. So we need a different trick up our sleeve. I rewrote the first term. Aren't these the same? Because if you have a power on top of a power, they multiply. So 2 on top of the x multiplies to make 2x if you want to simplify that. And the reason why I wrote those to be the same is because now I can make a substitution to make this equation be easier. Let u be e to the x. Now the equation becomes, now that's what the equation becomes. And this is quadratic. So use the quadratic formula. And so I'm going to skip over the nitty-gritty details of crunching the numbers for the quadratic formula. But just remember, you simplified and made this equation be about u. So when you solve the quadratic formula, it's going to tell you what u was. We're going to have to do a little bit of extra legwork. Let's find out what this crunches out to be. And through the quadratic formula, I got these two values for u. But our goal was to find out what x is. So let's take what our translation was for u. We said that u is e to the x. So we got two values for u. We got -3 and 0.5. I'll plug those into the formula. -3 equals e to the x, and then 0.5 equals e to the x. Solve those equations for x, and then when you solve them, it's a variable in the exponent, so you need a log of both sides. But when you try to take a log of the left side on this equation, when you're trying to solve this one, you can't take a log of a negative number. So this one does not compute, doesn't give us an answer. And notice I chose natural log because I knew natural log would cancel out with e to the x. So natural log of that right side just gives us a nice x. This is our answer, and you can convert that to a decimal if you want, but now we finally have what x is.